Welcome guys, it's Coach Xblade Mojo and today I'm gonna show you how rank 1 Kassadin is playing. That's a Dawidsonek, the person who got in 1333 LP while playing Kassadin. No one ever gotten so much LP while being active Kassadin player before. He's playing versus LoL Nemesis on Smolder with 61% win rate, his most played champion. Dawidsonek this game is playing Electrocute with a Gathering Storm and a Transcendence. And additionally, he started Darkseal, which is really confident option for him versus heavy poke lane. So we're gonna discuss that in a moment. He's gonna most likely start QRE depending on how Smolder is gonna be playing. Most likely that's gonna be a Q start because he needs he actually decided on starting the E. Do not get pushed early too much. I know that Dawidsonek is not gonna be willing to give up too much of a CS because he's the person that goes with the mindset that you as a scaling champion want to secure as much CS early as possible and then you will eventually TP back. However, the problem with a Darkseal versus Heavy Poke is that he will need to really fast recall and TP back to the lane. So I'm not sure how much this will pay him off. Generally, Darkseal outscales the Doran shield if you can survive, because Darkseal, can give you more AP, it will snowball you further. Doran shield will fall off later on, Darkseal won't. So the only problem is that the regeneration he have right now is pretty low, looking at the fact that he have no second wind and he doesn't have additionally anything like Doran shield, right? So for now he's already half health, trying to stay efficient. There is no chance he will be able to contest the Smolder any soon. So right now he's just purely focusing on the CSing and that's all he can do. But still it's really brave by him to go that Darkseal. If you went Darkseal and Ignite, this lane would be already lost. So the only thing that realistically saves him right now is the teleport. Yes, he wanted this cannon, but he needs to reset really fast. Third minute, it's already reset. I'm personally not a fan of a Darkseal start versus heavy poke matchups because I know how this can end. But I know Dawidsonek likes to take this kind of risks in his game. And yeah, like for now, Nemesis is playing pretty well, punishing Dawidsonek constantly. David will for sure here slow push the wave because the further it will push into the opponent, the more he should be dead on that wave. Because right now if the jungler would be around the mid lane, Nemesis could make this wave bounce back into him and they're gonna just set up a free kill on him. What items do we have on our Nemesis? Longsword and Doran Shield. Dawidsonek already 1 potion, 15 CS with a Darkseal. And actually, yeah, Nemesis is not pushing the wave, so if the jungler would be here, they could set up a really good gank on him. But Viego is actually coming first one to back up the Dawidsonek here. And that really helps for sure in this kind of scenario. I heard both opinions from the Dawidsonek and Nemesis about this game. And I will share it with you a bit soon. For now we are watching. For now wave is still kind of doomed for the Dawidsonek. So I wonder how he will deal with it actually. Because he will need to soon recall again. And Nemesis is stacking slow push. Usually when they stack up the slow push on you like this, that will mean they wanna dive you. So right now, hopefully Dawidsonek won't get dove, but the more greedy he will be, the higher chance he would get dove here. He already went for a cleanse at level 4. I don't really see that a correct thing to do, because realistically right now if he had yellow till the level 5, then he could at least put a ward rather here or here to ensure he won't get dove. We can see... Okay, I would say Brent should go mid instead of contesting the Void Crabs, but yeah, like Dawidsonek saw him doing Void Crabs, so he can stay one more wave. Like, no, if he didn't knew, then yeah, he would need to recall because otherwise he could have the get dove. But after this wave, he needs to reset. Generally, if you wanna save yourself from a bad situation, you wanna reset when the cannon is on its way to the lane. So that would be this moment right now. But Dawidsonek takes the risk and he decides on staying, and that can end up pretty bad. He was looking for the fruit, if I'm not wrong, but there was no fruit. So this is now really extending to the limits, and From what I remember, Nemesis got turbo angry that Dawidsonek is not getting Dove for this kind of playstyle. Yeah? But as you see, Dawidsonek just is refusing to give up on the gold. And I will tell you something interesting here, okay? In a second about this play, there is something deeper about it that I want to tell you. So, by Dawidsonek staying, he forces Nemesis to keep on implementing the pressure on him. And that causes right now Nemesis to get killed by Dawidsonek and Deviego. So yeah, Dawidsonek could have Dove. He took the risk, it's solo queue, and he made this Smolder, the Nemesis, constantly contest him. Because who would give free pressure to the Kassadin who is 100 health? No one. So by Dawidsonek staying, he generated the situation which make Nemesis overstay, and they killed the Nemesis with Deviego. So the risk here paid off. What he's gonna buy, it's gonna be something really exotic. That's gonna be a large shot. That's a large shot rush on the Dawidsonek versus CDR boots on the Nemesis. So the problem with rushing Rod of Ages and going into Archangel is you will have really low amount of ability power, around 150. So if you will go like a large shot rush, you already have so much harder power spike in the early game in terms of the burst. So you will see what he will craft here this game. It's gonna be interesting. A really good trade by the David. Right now, from the level 6, usually you guys will be trading around EQ pattern. You will Rift Talk only when you know opponent doesn't have a cooldown, or when they are relatively close to your turret. And you know Smolder doesn't have such a crazy punishments from his abilities, so Dawidsonek could go in on him. And as you can see, the power spike of 60 AP on the large shot is abnormal. He's as well maxing E. Okay, time between the wave. David is using the time between the wave right now to look proactively for something, just scouting around, I would say. Looking for a better angle and coming back to the mid lane. This is the basic common trade pattern, guys. Learn it versus ranged. R for a gap closer, EQ for a poke. He's not afraid, as you can see, but he's slowly getting out sustained again. He's slowly getting out sustained, guys. I think what is he doing? He's looking for a fruit, actually. Clearing the vision just in case and looking for a fruit. And often, that's pretty interesting, he's as well making sure that he's not seen from the side. So if Nemesis would think the Dawidsonek resets, right? Then Dawidsonek could look for this flank here to chunk him from the side. I would say that as well was like kind of plan. And yeah, Nemesis is overstaying for the another time. Being a little bit tilted, I would say. It's working out. Right now we gotta crash this wave, then we wanna reset, of course. Dawidsonek crashed the wave in time. As you can see, the next wave is only here, so that gave him plenty of time to crash the wave, and of course, with him being on 1000 gold, he needs to reset. Right now he went for a blasting went, because he's gonna go for the Rod of Ages, but first he ensured he's gonna have a 70 AP power spike first beforehand. Nemesis on the Shin, still higher CS. I'm not surprised. Dawidsonek is gonna receive the wave and then we will see what he will do after it. For now, a lot of help from his teammates and pressure compared to the Brand. So I would understand that Nemesis could get slightly tilted here. And watch this, that's really important. Every time there is time between the wave, Dawidsonek is going to this hunter mindset. He's scouting around, checking stuff, then coming back. He's using this time proactively. And then again, R gap closer, EQ poke, trade is won. Memorize it, guys. That's insanely important trade pattern for you in your games. Again, he goes melee, electrocute proc. And this is high elo. Because if Nemesis was low elo Bob, he wouldn't press ultimate right now, and he wouldn't force Dawidsonek to reset right now. So Nemesis using this ultimate, he saved the situation and actually gotten back to the lane. You don't have to kill people with your ultimate. Really good by Dawidsonek. You don't have to kill people with the ultimate. If you can force them to go back with your ultimate, that's already more than enough, guys. Keep that in mind, please. So Dawidsonek so far, good trading patterns, full testosterone build, as you can see. I will tell you something interesting in a moment, but for now we are having teleport by David on the mid lane. He's gonna try to close the Brand with the TP. Boom, another kill. 3 stacks on the Dark Seal. Dark Seal always in your game. First or second base at least. Try to get your Dark Seal because that Dark Seal will help you snowball in your games, yes? Make sure. Right now we're gonna shove the wave and most likely we'll look for an efficient rotation. What items did we get on that Smolder? Phage, so he's becoming more bulky right now. David here is, I would say, kind of baiting because he went in on the Smolder without his E. That cost him a lot of health right now, so he's forced to reset. But generally, Dawidsonek is known for playing on the limits, on Nasus, Kaylee, Kassadin. This guy has something that many people on the West server doesn't have. It's just the balls to go out of the pattern or out of the things that everyone does. He have his own ways on how to play League of Legends. I know him personally and his mindset as well about Kassadin at least. And yeah, he's really person who actually crafts stuff, who is thinking about what he can do, something new. And look, 2 large shots, 1 blasting went, and Ruby Crystal. No Tear of Goddess. Why no Tear of Goddess? Why would you want to go Tear of Goddess if enemy are 3 squishes? And he's as well one and the only AP champion in his game, so he doesn't really have to worry about enemy buying MR. Everyone is so overhyped with the buying tier, but guys, don't buy the tier if enemy are not turbo tanky, because that would be the one reason that you can have it. Otherwise, you have really so much other better items that can give you so much burst for the game that can help you snowball than spending 400 gold on the item that won't really benefit you like crazy. And if you tell me this game you need mana, yeah, I need mana, then it's just a copium. I know what I'm saying right now. Dawidsonek would tell you the same. It's just a copium. You guys just don't know how to manage your Riftwalks. That's just the sad reality. So Dawidsonek did a good roam. He gets the plates. Sadly, Nemesis gets a lot of platings from the mid lane at the same time. So they are both exchanging the turrets, fighting for the first turret, but Nemesis will be the first one most likely to get it. We'll see. Oh, it will be looking like David will get it. If Dawidsonek gets it, that's amazing for him. That's ton of the gold. And imagine, 13-minute Kassadin with double large shot, bro. 250 AP. Like, that's so much. It's 13 minutes and he have 250 AP. With Electrocute, Gathering Storm, and Transcendence. Why Transcendence? Because on the Rod of Ages build, he will have 0 CDR. So he needs to recompensate it with the Transcendence, basically. That's why he went for it, yes? And Sudden Impact is actually... You can go every game, Sudden Impact. It's amazing. It's really consistent damage rune for the Kassadin. Every Riftwalk, you have more magic penetration, which increases your damage for the combo. David was doing something really good. He used the timer between the mid wave to cross them up and to look efficiently for a pick. This is the hunter mindset. This is how you wanna climb with Kassadin. He was sure he would kill, but if I'm not wrong, Zilean didn't follow him fast enough. And that's why this situation gets a bit awkward. But generally, that's a real hunter mindset over there. He died. If I'm not wrong, the Zilean was a little bit too late here. But he's proactive. He's looking like a hunter for them. And this is, guys, what a lot of people lack. My students, or just generally the players, I have to teach them that. Many Kassadin players, they struggle with how to actually abuse the side lanes. I can tell you this. So we have Rod of Ages at 13 minutes on Dawidsonek, which isn't really bad at all because he will get that level up closer to the level 16, so that can be more consistent for him. If he was turbo behind and gotten Rod of Ages 20 minutes, no, just go FF. Rod of Ages 20 minutes, that's just too much. But 13 minutes? That's really, really okay. So now David have a teleport. He's gonna puff topside to ensure solo XP. While at the same time, if something could happen, he can teleport to his teammates. Yeah, that's basically the plan right now. And look, another time, this hunter mindset from brush to brush. No. He knows he can't kill the Aatrox. Or actually, he just wanted to implement the pressure as soon as possible. But sometimes you can just Riftwalk from brush to brush there and chase these people. So for now, he's hard crushing the waves. He will get level 11, really efficient wave clear. he will most likely look to reset and then he will look to teleport on the bot lane because there is play about to be cooked. And there is a TP flank from the Dawidsonek. He went on the one of the closest targets, but the Zillion got stunned, so no one could help him. So that was a bit int here. He would need to prioritize the Brand, yeah? But as you guys see, even one of the best Kassadins on the world is making mistakes. All of you, everyone will make mistakes. There is not a single flawless person, but it's about on how long term can you perform and be consistent. And as well, don't forget he's playing not versus diamonds or platinums. He's playing versus one of the best players on the ladders currently. Yeah, so it's as well something that you have to consider. Those people are so much better in punishing Kassadin, knowing what she will do, knowing their limits, their mechanics, and Dawidsonek still is able to perform well in most of his games on the silo, as well as a Kassadin, right? So right now we get on him Sorcerer Shoes because he's the only AP champion in his team, so opponents are not gonna stack magic resist. That's why he went for this choice. I assume soon we're gonna look to transition to the side lane. He'll be looking to swap with the Draven. They would like as well to most likely look for some kind of dragon soon. For now the game is going slow. Smolder is scaling, Dawidsonek is scaling. Knowing Dawidsonek, he would look to find for some kind of pick that could give his teammates a chance to actually get a opening for a winning fight. But look, Viego is topside, Yorick is topside. We're not gonna overforce the dragons. Don't you dare overforcing the dragons. Don't you dare. It's only second dragon. If you cannot, just give it. Because many people, they just overforce like crazy. And then what happens is they are losing a ton of the stuff. He found the Smolder. He's contesting, but he knows there can be Brand behind the Smolder, so he can't contest any further. This I noticed 2 times in this game from the Dawidsonek. That Dawidsonek is really conscious of when he can commit further and when he cannot. Back then in the early mid gank, when they were killing Smolder, the Nemesis here and here, that makes him already so much better Kassadin player. He's not tunneled vision, guys. He's not tunneled vision. He did make few mistakes this game, but he's really aware. Okay, I eat one sushi. He will need to reset soon, but he's a bit greedy, I see. Okay. So I will tell you what happened. Generally good dodge, and right now, no ego. But it was good that Draven suicided for him, because Draven is 0-4, and Dawidsonek being alive is more valuable. No ego, I would do the same if I was this Draven. So it's good that they died. Of course, he shouldn't have face check there, yeah? So look, he's not going to the side lane. What is he doing? He's backing up the mid lane a little bit, and then he would eventually consider getting back to the other side lane. Are you telling me Nemesis got in all of the needed stacks at 20 minutes? Or am I tripping? Nemesis is already on 225 stacks in 20 minutes. That's crazy. And Zillion missed the bomb, so they can't really contest on the David here. But Nemesis being so many stacks is crazy here. Really good utility engage by the Dawidsonek. Sometimes you don't have to even go deep. You can just do a rift walk and slow down the guys. For now, enemy team is winning in gold by 2000. And Dawidsonek team is actually losing. So I wonder how this will develop. We have Rabadon's second item. And look, now, homework from X-Blade Mojo. Get Rod of Ages fully. Get Rod of Ages. And get Archangel. And compare how much ability power you have compared to the Dawidsonek right now being on 380 at 20 minutes. And you will understand how much of a difference it is. Along with it, Gathering Storm 25 for ability power. I wanna eat, but I can't because I wanna talk all the time. Dawidsonek is right now implementing the siding pressure, while along he is aware that he might need to teleport just in case if something would happen. So be aware of that, guys. Many people are just going silent, they're like this, like a horse, you know? But I'm sure David is paying attention to the map 100% guaranteed if something would happen. But he can't sadly handle this Aatrox. This Aatrox skin is kinda cool. Okay, we're gonna have an efficient reset. Most likely that's gonna be Zonia for the Dawidsonek, I would say. I don't see any other better item than Zonia. Malignance could be, but can he really survive with Malignance? I'm not sure. Oh, he actually TP's top lane for the Nemesis, but Nemesis almost got in a double. Aura Cleanse, backing up his teammates. Really proactive so far. If I was about to describe the Dawidsonek, he's not a little scaling boy in the game. What is he doing? He's actually proactive in the game. He have the build that is as well helping him be more proactive because of how much ability power he have. Sadly, he got smite. Zillion didn't expect that. He got killed, I mean, so he didn't get ult. 1-for-1, but the team of the Dawidsonek got in more. Soon we're gonna prepare for the dragon fight relatively soon, so we will see what Dawidsonek will do. Is it Zonia or Malignance, David? We don't know yet. Probably that's gonna be Zonia. I feel like he will skip Malignance just for the additional survey, but I might be wrong. We have no TP on David. Do our team have setup? Not really, but they will soon start contesting push. Before the objective, always make sure that you contest push, yes? David will probably be walking here for a play. There is a fight on the mid lane, they are getting picked. Yorick is actually winning, I think. Alright, and now pay attention to the Dawidsonek and how he will look for the flanks. That's the most essential part of the Kassadin. You don't want to reveal yourself, you want to find a place where they can see you, so you can eventually contest them. But if we see Viego top lane, what we do? We don't overforce. We are scaling. I know enemy team is scaling too, but we are scaling too. So what we can do is, we can still give one dragon, just in case. Here David wanted to back up the Yorick on the bot side, because he knows Yorick is kind of strong, but enemy can threaten the Nashor if he does that without the TP. So he realized that, and he's going back to the top lane to make sure nothing bad happens. Look how he's pathing, you see? He's looking for an efficient flank, gets a pick on the back lane. Everyone is prioritizing him, but they can't take him down. And automatically the fight is looking so much better by the Dawidsonek. It's really important. Flanking. Learn your flanks. Work on them. You'll get so much better. David just taken down 3-1 Varus for the first time. As well, guys, I'm hosting a Kassadin Academy on the 17th March. It's gonna be everything about Kassadin, how to snowball and win your lane really hard, and how to actually abuse those side lane pressure, flanks, everything. Link is on the screen and in the description below. It's gonna be amazing experience. You're not gonna regret it. Check this out for sure. Alright, so David, what do you have right now? Is it Zonia? Yes, it's Zonia. We can't stress enough to go Malignance. He needs additional survey right now for his game right now. Nemesis 2 items, Dawidsonek 2 items, but almost third item. He's gonna implement efficient side lane pressure. He will have TP in 50 seconds. All is going well for now for the team. They are slowly getting back. And he have 630 AP at 25 minutes. Guys, as well, join my Discord to be a part of community. And if you enjoy me, enjoy those kind of videos, my educational content, please write a comment, give a thumb up, share it to a friend, say there is XBlade Mojo making cool videos, so it can always help me grow as a content creator. I really appreciate you guys. And again, what happened? Dawidsonek going from the side lane, forcing Nemesis to reset from the flank. Mid, late game, efficient flanks. Yes, he doesn't have mana, but he have the burst. So you don't need more mana if you can kill the people with 2 rotations of your spells. Now I'm a bit curious if they won't come to the David. He needs to analyze right now. So you can be on the side lane, but it's all about actively analyzing where is enemy team. Otherwise, they might just come to you and you will get killed. So yeah, being on the side lane, split pushing concepts are really OP, but you need to constantly analyze the scoreboard and especially the minimap. We have Zonia 3 items on the David, half level till the level 16, going straight to the mid lane, not with the intention to flank right now, but with the intention to actually back up the mid turret. And guess what David will do soon? He will again look to hide somewhere, and then he will look for efficient pressure on the map again. I see he's wanna make Yorick go away from the bot side because he needs to be solo right now. He needs to get that level 16 and then he can play this game even better. That's basically the mindset here from the Dawidsonek. Almost 16, we're gonna stay a little bit longer and then one or few fights and they might be able to win this game. And as well, the benefit of him pressuring the sideline is that he will force opponents to go there. So while someone is gonna be busy catching those waves, Dawidsonek can look for an efficient rotation or the flank on the enemy team while this Aatrox is busy getting this wave. That's basically the mindset, my guys. With 800 gold, he's patiently waiting for the wave. He doesn't know where is the 4 other people on the map. Now he have more clue. I'm sure he pressed the scoreboard to verify what are the items of the Aatrox, but he's not overforcing that side lane. They gonna most likely decide the game on the next incoming Dragon, which is really consistent to do. And again, what David tried to do, this is good, this is good. TP into flank on the Nemesis. At the same time, he was already looking to be more cheesy, but they revealed him. He covered Yorick at the same time, but he got Varus ultimate. Really good dodge by the David. Dragon soon, that's gonna be something interesting. Let's see how this will develop. Strike pathing mid lane. I'm sure he will cross to the jungle soon just to make sure that he's not being seen. Because it's really important that he will... it's really important that he will... Basically, you don't want to show yourself. You as a Kassadin, you're a hunter. You don't show yourself. You build the pressure. You look for a pick if you can. Basically, that's what I wanted to say to you guys. But because there are many people topside and enemy gave the dragon to not flip, because it's high elo and they have higher IQ, the Dawidsonek team gets a free dragon. And he's again implementing the side lane pressure, and then slowly he will escalate to looking for a pick, as per usual. Which is a big struggle for many Kassadin players. Can't stress enough to mention this. To point this out. Watch out this playstyle. Keep on stalking. Keep on looking for opportunity. Generating opportunity. Waiting. If someone will face check him. If it would be lower elo, bro, he would already kill someone here. If it would be like Masters or Diamond, bro, he would already kill someone here. Even below? Wow. And look, again, not from the front of the team. From behind and from the side. This is Dawidsonek Kassadin. This is how you play Kassadin, guys. From the side. From behind. Really important. Okay, what we gonna do? Do we have enough gold? Most soon they will transition to playing for the Nashor because Nashor is the next consistent objective. So when opponents are really good in defending, we shouldn't overforce sieging. We should just focus on playing around the objectives, and especially when Dawidsonek team have a pressure and Nemesis team doesn't, they will look to pick around the Nashor because they will give them a choice. You guys get this, wanna contest this Nashor or not? If they don't wanna, then bye-bye, we get Nashor for free. That's basically the mindset, guys. And look at the David. Past 2 minutes, he's keep on cheesing. He doesn't care about this wave. He was hoping he can find someone here. This is really good. This is amazing. That's what you should do. So as you see, the enemy couldn't contest the Nashor because they would have lost the game for that. And they knew that. Right now, David is gonna implement the pressure under the tier 2, while his team is gonna be implementing the pressure on the mid lane tier 2. So that's how you like do double pressure right now on the both sides, as you can see. And of course, when you and your team have Nashor, it's really hard for for the team to deal with the both. And this is a really good game, guys, to learn macro game. To learn stable, healthy macro gameplay. And you can be like, yeah, my teammates wouldn't do it, of course, but as well on your elo, as well on the lower elos, you can snowball harder, so your teammates wouldn't matter that much. If you get the point, yeah? It's easier to do certain stuff before, so you wouldn't even end up in this kind of moment. Because you would be already stomping, let's say. You would be already harder snowballing. There'll be so many more mistakes from the enemy team to exploit. And here there are many people going for the Dawidsonek. I wonder if he will survive. He actually did survive because Varus didn't have ult. And yeah, he took 3 people on the top lane, which gives time to push the mid lane and gives time to push the bot side. And I didn't see the kill. I will move back. I'm sorry, guys. And what will happen? Guess. Dawidsonek will go with his cheesy pathing and he will get a pick on the Varus. And that's the burst of a 720 ability power Dawidsonek on the 3 items as Kassadin and 48 ability power on the Gathering Storm. Look at the damage. Look at the damage. He's getting triple kill almost here. And yeah. And that's how Dawidsonek actually makes so much pressure. And this pressure generates the opportunity to get mid lane opened by this bazooka Kassadin player. And as you saw, he didn't really need more mana. And as you saw, enemy doesn't have magic resist. Okay, Nemesis, get down, bro. No, Nemesis started getting some MR. As well, guys, I remember Nemesis said if it would be Korea, then Dawidsonek would be 0-2. True. But it's not Korea, it's US server, solo queue, and it's solo queue. So you can't... And Dawidsonek said something wise yesterday. He said, yeah, but I could have died, but I didn't die, so I don't want to say it wrong, but he said basically like he taken the risk and it paid off because it's solo queue. Sometimes it will pay off and sometimes it will won't. And yeah, jungler should have come, but he didn't come, so he's gaining the stuff. Basically his point is like Nemesis was turbo angry and he finished the stream after this game, but Nemesis can't expect everyone to play like they are supposed to do because it's solo queue. People don't care. People will do their stuff. So solo queue is always different than like insane Korea elo or 5v5 competitive, right? While Dawidsonek should be just turbo abused by then, by many people. So Dawidsonek just went with a solo queue mindset and he won that game. He taken the risk. He went full AP, 940 AP. So Dawidsonek, well played, bro. Greetings. And guys, if you enjoyed this video, please give a comment, thumb up, subscribe, notification button to be notified. And don't forget to join my Kassadin Academy. We're gonna teach you a ton. Thank you. Bye bye. I'm mewing. Okay.
I want to take a second to recommend working with Exploit Mojo, who's been a terrific coach.
I've worked with a lot of coaches over the years. Exploit is far and away one of the best.
Thanks for teaching me so much, Roy.